Just after 7 o'clock and I finished my workout. I've been awake since 3, so we'll see how productive today is. I went to bed last night thinking I should do a day in the life of a mental health therapist. So here we go. Garbage day, picked up the recycling and the garbage. Glamorous life I live. Add to my list, someone, not naming any names, Zig, but someone needs a haircut. Oofda! So, material. Do you make it into anything?
Not too much. Just a buffet, just a quilt.
Just a quilt. Okay, you're making a quilt. All right. So you got your lunch, and I will see you later tonight.
All right.
See you later tonight. I love you. All right, have a good day. I'll see you in about 6 hours. Okay, time to let go. Time to let go. Gotta go to work. Time to let go. Time to say goodbye. Okay. Usually I start sessions around 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'll start around 8, depending on my schedule. But typically, I'm not very good at 8 o'clock in the morning. If I'm lucky, I would have just worked out and gotten ready for the day and get mom out the door or get mom set up for the day. So 8 o'clock just doesn't work for me, so 9 o'clock it is. Anything new or different since last time I saw you guys? Any changes with the family or? So during this time, in between sessions, I try to get in there and get my note done. If I don't, then I'm spending the whole night doing that. And we go from there. So while it's fresh in my mind, I like to do my notes. It is now 10 o'clock. I no longer have time to do those notes because I got a phone call from somebody who picks up my mom for quilting, and they've been trying to get a hold of her and she hasn't been answering the phone or coming out to her car. So we were trying to problem solve ways to get mom to move a little bit quicker so she could get to quilting on time. So I'm gonna have to do my notes later. And wait. Between sessions, try to drink some water, try to walk around as much as I can because I have a lot of knee and hip pain from sitting all day. I go potty, of course. Although, however, This might be some information for you guys that you didn't know. Sometimes in the middle of a session, nature calls. And sometimes you have to be like, you know what? I will be back in a second. Is that okay? I just need to use the restroom quick. People are really good about it. They understand it happens, but it is a little uncomfortable at times to be like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to increase my water, so I gotta go pee right now. So try to do it between sessions, but sometimes it just happens in the middle of a session. What are you gonna do? Okay. Again, things change. So now it's 15 after 10, and insurance purposes, they say that we need to wait for our clients for 15 minutes. And then we can count them as a no-show or a cancellation. I do need to look at my emails. There might have been a cancellation. I just don't have that note in front of me yet. Like I said, I work for myself, and so I'm the receptionist, and she's gonna need to be fired because she didn't tell me whether or not somebody no-showed or canceled, so I'll need to look at that. But, which also gives me an opportunity to write up the note that I tried to write up earlier. So I'm gonna, again, take a little bit of a walk, and I'm going to look into my emails to see if there legitimately has been a cancellation or if I mark it as no-show. And you can see 10 a.m. appointment, and it says update, so I'm sure it canceled. So I'm gonna go in and type up some notes. I have a cancellation, and which is actually right before my lunch break, so I get a little bit longer lunch break today. So I'm able to run home, let my dogs out to go potty, drop off something at the post office, and then maybe run to Walgreens because I need a couple items, and then I'll be back. Again, this is really not a typical day. I usually don't have any no-shows or cancellations, and so I'm just jam-packed. I usually don't leave for lunch, but I do bring my lunch, and then just work through lunch. But today offered me a little bit more of a cushion and a break, and I'm going to take it. Hey, look at you. How'd you get in the refrigerator? Anyway, so I'm going to pick out something for lunch. I took lunch to work, but I'm able to come home and have lunch. So what should I have? I'm gonna have leftover shish kebabs. Rob made them, so I call them shish kebabs. So I try to be a queen of multitasking. While I'm home, I'm gonna run some dishes in the dishwasher. Usually we wash them by hand, but from over the weekend, there's a lot of stuff because we did some meal planning, shish kebabs. There's just a lot of stuff to clean up after. So that is the good thing about being this close to home. And also another good thing about COVID is like between sessions, I could do stuff around the house and keep up on a lot of stuff that way. So over my lunch, I warm up my lunch. I let the dogs out, and they've been out. I was outside talking on the phone with my husband, watching the dogs, and I saw dog toys everywhere, so I picked that up, which prompted me to think about how it's the end of winter, and it's like, what's the proper way of saying this? Lots of dog bombs in the backyard, so I need to plan a time to do that, but not on my day of work, because, you know, don't want to get shitty. Now we are rounding the end of the day. It's after lunch. I had my lunch, let my puppies go out to go potty. I did a few things around the house. I made some coffee to get me through the rest of the day. I had to change sweaters because, I don't know, maybe some shish kebabs got on it. I don't know. I'm a really messy eater, so anything could have happened. So I'm getting ready to go in for the rest of the day. Hands are full of umbrella, my apples, my laptop bag, my mask, and my headset for telehealth. Whew. let's talk about noise machines. So in our office, we have a noise machine sitting out in the hall, and we each have one inside of our office. The reason we do that is sometimes the offices, you can hear between the walls. And so we want to make sure that you feel safe and that you can talk about your stories and in the privacy of your own little place. So you probably saw me earlier, like kick my foot and turn on my noise machine. But if your therapist, those are really good things. And if you have a hard time sleeping, the white background noise is fantastic. Decided with this hour I would return messages. I have like 3 or 4 phone calls I need to return, so I'm going to do that at this time. So one of my phone calls I just made, somebody's in crisis. So what I did is I just went ahead and had a telehealth session with them. It was impromptu. Somebody else had canceled, and so I was able to put that in there. So again, we try to be accommodating and very fluid with our schedule and very flexible. And so that's a skill that lots of therapists have, or you learn to have, because that just comes with the nature of the job. So I just had a crisis telehealth call that was not planned, but it happened to work out really well in the schedule. So now I'm just going to type up notes until my next session comes in. You are getting a real life look into therapist world. These silly things happen. Earlier, my computer crashed in the middle of scheduling somebody. The hour after that, I couldn't print, and the printer was offline. I really needed to print something, and that didn't work either. And then my phone went off on its own the last session, and it answered a phone call without me even touching it. So there's been a lot of weird things happen today. Welcome to therapy.
Some people have asked me, how do I handle difficult situations? Questions, things I really don't know the answer to. And you know what I do? I consult the magic 8-ball. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. If I did, that would be awful. But ask me a question. For real, ask me a question. Let me answer it.
It says,
as I see it, yes.
people come in. I'm usually in session, so I usually have the clipboard sitting out front with the name of my company on the side so they know it's me, and I have them fill it out. So it's basic demographic information. Date, how'd you hear about this company, last name, first name, date of birth, address, phone number, things like that. How do you want to be contacted? We talk about confidentiality and change of appointments. Can we contact you at all that apply? Homework, cell phone, email. Is it okay to text this phone number? Blah, blah, blah. Email address, emergency contact, current relationship, and things like that. The thing that I really enjoy the most is why are you here? Another session down. It went a little bit over, and I'm getting ready to start the next session. No notes have been done because I've been running over, and they've been running a little long this afternoon. Another session is down for the day, the afternoon. I did not have any time to do any documentation over the last session, so that's probably going to be forced to do at the end of the day, getting ready to start my next appointment. My next person is here. So another session down. But my client just realized my clock, the same clock that I have been videotaping all day long, is stuck at the 2 o'clock time. So it's 4 o'clock. So I don't think you guys got an accurate understanding of the 50-minute and the hour-long sessions that we have. So I was recording a clock that wasn't moving, but I know at some point it was moving. So I apologize. It is now 4 o'clock, but this is what my clock looks like. We're in the final stretch. It's the last session of the day. My clock is actually working this time. So I will be back here in a little bit. And I'll be done at 6 o'clock Central Time. So here we go. So it's the end of the day. I'm done doing therapy. I'm home with Mom. How was your day today, Mom?
Okay.
Anything else you want to say? It was just okay?
And then it was good that the girls got together and we had a visit. It's all right.
Do you feel like it's important to hang out with your friends sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for you, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. All right. All right, signing off. We're going to have popcorn for dinner because we're adults and we can, right?
Right.
Mom said I could. All right.
Okay.
Bye.